Alright, so it looks like I'm gonna do a solo cast. Welcome everybody to Selemene Dota, and tonight we're going to have a game between Deadpan Gaming and Jonas with Friends. Originally it was supposed to be Deadpan versus Team Ganja, but they had some issues, couldn't show up tonight. So we had a substitute play for tonight. Lucky for us, it will be Jonas with Friends. So yeah, the show must go on, and yeah. So this is game one. Deadpan Gaming versus Jonas with Friends. Both of them are returning teams. Deadpan Gaming has been with us for quite a while, and Jonas with Friends also. This is their third appearance in our series of games. So let's move into the draft. Okay. Back to the meta. Oh, this is interesting. First ban Wraith King. This is kind of rare to see, because typically you'd want big overpowered heroes right now to be banned in the first stage, such as sometimes, typically Lycan, 100% ban rate, definitely. I mean, not in our series. Lycan has gone through at least 3 times, maybe 4 times in our series, but yeah, typically you'd like that to ban Lycan out in the first round as much as possible. But okay, so Death Prophet, Lycan banned out. So because of this unusual ban, a couple of heroes are now free to be picked. You can of course pick Shadow Shaman after the Death Prophet, good for pushing. Guarantees to take down towers every time the Serpent Wards are off cooldown. You can also pick Razor, Faceless Void. There we go, Faceless Void, as I've said, the typical carry of choice in this current meta. Wraith King, of course, is a good scaling support. Support can move into a carry position later on, but I would argue still not as good as Faceless Void, because Faceless Void has the opportunity to create team fights. Yeah,
What's up?
you okay? Your volume is weak. I can't hear you.
10 seconds to go.
Can the stream hear me?
Are you talking to me? We're good, so I'm gonna start.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry. There was something wrong. I had feedback, so I thought it was you. It was just my it was just feedback from my stream. Anyway.
Alright, no problem.
So Faceless Void, carry of choice. Yeah, can establish team fights. Can easily take out 1 or 2, maybe even 3 supports early, at the start of a team fight because of that Chronosphere. But yeah, Deadpan Gaming take the opportunity to pick up Razor and perhaps another complement to Razor, maybe Skywrath Mage, maybe Earthshaker. Skywrath Mage, yeah, definitely the perfect companion for Razor. Razor deals decent amount of damage, right clicks from the static link, and the plasma field actually has quite a long range. 700 range, but yeah, the important part about Skywrath Mage is that he has the concussive shot, which is very useful early on. Level 1 concussive shot is already maximum range at 1600, and the 40% slow at 4 seconds. That's very devastating for a level 1 skill. Can easily get a level 1 or level 2 first blood with that. On top of that, he has good amounts of burst with the Mystic Flare, and the Silence, the Ancient Seal, is very useful against big teamfight heroes like Faceless Void and Tidehunter. If you can do a pick-off with Skywrath Mage's Ancient Seal, then you have the possibility to stop their teamfight capabilities before it even takes off. So the second round of bans, they pick out ban out Silencer and Brewmaster. Yeah, Jonas with Friends is going for a big teamfight centric lineup. So you don't want Silencer, because Silencer has the ability to stop a teamfight dead in its tracks and prevent a teamfight initiation altogether. If you see the Faceless Void moving in with a time walk, you can simply silence, and then Faceless Void is left in a very bad position. Brewmaster, of course, Brewmaster is one of the more annoying heroes. Yeah, Wraith King and Brewmaster are kind of in the same vein, because you need to take them out twice. So it's good that Brewmaster is banned, especially if you're going for a wombo combo. You don't want anyone surviving and then coming back. Deadpan Gaming, however, take this opportunity to ban the Viper. The Viper, arguably still one of the best laners in the game. Hard to deal with, 1v1 in the lane. And also Tinker. I hate playing against Tinker, but yeah, very understandable, because Tinker is one of those heroes that require constant ganking, constant attention to Tinker. So if Tinker goes mid, you either need to gank Tinker a lot, or you let him free farm and risk dealing with him later on. Either way, it takes more than one hero to deal with Tinker, and for allocation of resources, Tinker just eats a lot of your resources. So good idea to ban him out. Deadpan Gaming. Next set of picks, they pick out Invoker. Alright, so Invoker, big massive damage, can disrupt team fights with his what's that? Deafening Blast? Yeah, the Deafening Blast can disarm the Faceless Void if Invoker is outside of the Chronosphere and casts a Deafening Blast on Faceless Void, can potentially stop all the right click damage coming in from Faceless Void, and can also disrupt a bit of team fight from happening by creating big AoE damage with the Deafening Blast, Tornado, EMP, and the giant Meteor Ball. Yeah, the Meatball can force people out of a certain area because the big AoE damages, you don't want to stick around in that area. So forces teams to disperse and forces you to move out of a team fight. However, Jonas with friends respond with a Jakiro. Yeah, they want to lock down enemies with that Chronosphere, so they're banking on execution right now. This is going to be Skywrath Mage with the Silence and Invoker with the AoE versus Faceless Void and Tidehunter, also team fight and AoE heroes. So it's all about it's gonna be all about execution. It's gonna be about jumping the Skywrath Mage and Invoker before they have time to react, and Jakiro just kind of seals the deal. The Macro Pyre, anyone caught with the Ravage and then the Chronosphere and the Macro Pyre is going to suffer a lot of damage under the Macro Pyre. So you can also follow up with the Ice Path. If people are caught within the Chronosphere, it's going to be perfectly easy to land an Ice Path. So you extend their stun by an additional 2 seconds. However, Deadpan Gaming respond with the Earthshaker. Yeah, pretty much standard Faceless Void. Yeah, standard anti-Faceless Void picks. Earthshaker, good complement to Skywrath Mage. Razor, Skywrath Mage, and Earthshaker, I would argue, is probably the best tri-lane combination right now, just because of that massive range and level 1 damage potential. So Earthshaker, also a good counter to Faceless Void because the Fissure range is quite long enough to stop Faceless Void within his Chronosphere. However, Jonas with friends picks up Vengeful Spirit. Yeah, Vengeful Spirit is a good hero, a good complement to Faceless Void because you can swap allies out of the Chronosphere. You can swap enemies into worse position than they were. So the positioning capability of Nether Swap is nothing to be underestimated. A well-placed ally or a misplaced opponent can easily be the difference between winning a team fight and losing a team fight. However, the last bans are gonna come in already. So Deadpan Gaming is burning through the last 30 seconds of their reserve time, and they ban out Puck. Okay, so yeah, Puck is one of the bigger teamfight heroes because he can blink in an instant. Yeah, you can't react to a blink in and then Dream Coil, or blink in silence then Dream Coil. Yeah, it's really impossible to react to that because it's more instantaneous than a Faceless Void Time Walk. So yeah, you don't want to get locked into a position where you can easily get Chronosphered by the Faceless Void. So decent ban from them. Also, Jonas with friends would probably be looking for a mid pick. So Puck is a mid pick that can easily go against any mid like Invoker or perhaps a Skywrath Mage mid, though it's unconventional at this point. Can still happen, or Razor mid. Yeah. So Puck, a very, very good mid, banned out, and Omni Knight. Okay, Omni Knight is pretty much the bane for Faceless Void because if Omni Knight isn't caught in that radius and Omni Knight casts that Guardian Angel, then Faceless Void is pretty much useless for the duration of his Chronosphere. Not to mention that Omni Knight has the capability of getting the Aghanim's upgrade, so he can really stay back from the team fight and just cast Guardian Angel away from the team fight if he doesn't get chronoed. The Guardian Angel with the Aghanim Scepter becomes global cast range and adds a couple of seconds more, I think 1 more second, and starts to affect buildings. So protecting buildings, yeah, that's an additional fortification for you, and yeah, kind of regenerates buildings as well. So good ban, Omni Knight, and the last picks are gonna come out. Clinks. All right, so this is very unconventional right now. they're going with the Clinks. Not sure if this is going to be a mid-game kind of Clinks, or they're gonna devote playing Clinks to a late kind of build, sort of like how Alliance plays the Clinks. They go with Loda, who plays Clinks for a late game kind of setup. But yeah, Clinks, not really too common a pick in our series. Ali, are you there?
10 seconds to go.
Okay, so my my stat man is not here. Okay, so
I'm here.
Yeah.
I can't. As you know, we're in the middle of working on the engine, right?
Yeah.
I can't pull the stats. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
But pulling it from memory, I think this might be if not the second, the third time Clinks was picked.
All right. So out of
Not very
the many games that we've had so far in our series, Clinks has only been picked around once or twice. So this would be either the second or third time Clinks has been picked. So very unconventional, yeah. And let's see what Jonas with friends comes up against the Clinks. They probably don't really need to react against the Clinks. Maybe they'd be more concerned against the big AoE lineup like Razor, Skywrath Mage, the Invoker, and the Earthshaker. Basically the first 4 picks. So alright, Kunkka. Kunkka is a very good anti-initiate actually with the Ghost Ship. People actually tend to forget that the Ghost Ship also has the added ability of reducing damage taken in that duration by 50%. So that 50% can spell the difference of your hero, of your supports and your carry getting taken down within the first 3 seconds of a team fight, and them being able to execute all of their abilities before they get killed by a perfect initiate by the opponent. So yeah, Kunkka, not really too common in our series, but I would say a perfect fit in this kind of lineup. So now we're into the game, and wow, this is nice because usually we have our start of the game pause. Right now, no pause. So okay, let's get to it. This is Deadpan Gaming versus Jonas with Friends, Game 1. And
All right, help you out, coach, with the introduction.
Okay.
While I'm waiting for whatever I'm doing, waiting for it to run, we have here the Deadpan Gaming. Deadpan Gaming have been one of the oldest teams in our series. They're very loyal and they're very, very, what do you call this? What's the proper word?
Reliable.
Reliable, yes.
There we go.
They are very compliant to all the rules, community rules. They are very polite, and then they're also a very, very skilled team. All right, so for Deadpan Gaming, we have Pao. We have playing Earthshaker. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if Coach have already told you this, but Deadpan Gaming has a monster Earthshaker.
Yeah, this guy Pao is kind of known in our series for having a very good Earthshaker.
He's like, he has this measuring stick. He knows exactly where the fisher will land. Anyway, for Earthshaker, he's going to be played by Pao once again. MF Doom playing as a Razor, Sneaky playing as a Clinks, Boss T playing as Skywrath Mage, and Z playing as the Invoker. So we have a little bit of rotation in the roster right now, because normally we have here Alpha Chapapi, who is also one of their mid laners. So I guess for this game, Z will be taking his place. So that's it for Deadpan Gaming. For Jonas with Friends, who are very, very generous to join us tonight because of the absence of another team. So thank you so much, Jonas with Friends. We have here Scrub Dota playing as Kunkka, One Down playing as Tidehunter, Star-Lord playing as Jackiro, The Giver playing as Vengeful Spirit, and Chaos playing as Faceless Void. We have a couple of stand-ins here right now for JWF. They are registered, and you might actually see them. You might not. You might not have seen them before, but they are. I guess those players are Star-Lord and Chaos. So hopefully they will be able to, mesh well with the 3 core players of JWF. Okay, back to you, Coach.
All right, but right now we might see an engagement happening on the top lane. It's the tri-lane. It's the Skywrath Mage, Razor, and the Earthshaker right now. The Vengeful Spirit is getting low, and it's going to be the first blood from the Razor. That static of Plasma Field was just enough to take down the Vengeful Spirit at the end of that. That was actually around 160 damage. Very, very good for a level 1 skill. The Vengeful Spirit tried to be aggressive against this tri-lane. Not a good idea because they were doing a pull. The Pao ES practically locked down that Vengeful Spirit. so that he couldn't run towards the Jakiro. So good for them. First blood right off the bat around the 1 minute mark. But yeah, the Vengeful Spirit shouldn't have been too aggressive. There was a ward here, so they were kind of contesting the pull, contesting the EXP from the pull. Vengeful Spirit tried to get aggressive, but yeah, against a big stun and a slow, a 4-second slow, that's probably not the best of ideas. So let's see where this goes. The Vengeful Spirit still being aggressive here on top. Gets hit by the Earthshaker and now gonna get hit by the concussive shot. The Razor Plasma Field might be there and is there. Takes down the Vengeful Spirit, and now Jakiro is in trouble. Also gets killed by the Razor. The Faceless Void gets Static Link. Now 14 damage. No, the Faceless Void has that time walk, so he avoids the fate of his teammates. And now that's a 2-4 nil exchange. Someone else died. Who died? Oh no, the Skywrath Mage. It was actually a 2-for-1 exchange. Yeah, so the Skywrath Mage died. Not so bad there, but still, I would argue that, you know, you're putting yourself in a worse position because the Razor is getting a lot of money from those kills. 2 kills and 1 assist. But right now, okay, so a bit of a revenge there. The Kunkka takes down the Invoker Hanley here in mid, and he has a Haste Rune with him and might be able to take down the Skywrath Mage to right clicks. And yeah, I think he will. One more hit, and then no, there we go. Skywrath Mage falls to the Kunkka. On the other side of that, this Kunkka is also 2-0 right now, and as a mid hero, might be worth a bit more than the Razor right now on the tri lane. So yeah, this is just 3 minutes in, but let's take a look at the gold right now. Yeah, top net worth is Kunkka. Definitely a lot of value because of those 2 kills. Vengeful Spirit made a rotation here. The Jakiro is also waiting, so they might be positioning themselves for another kill on this Invoker. We'll have to see. But right now, yeah, top of the net worth charts is Kunkka right now because of those kills, and then followed up by Razor. Razor also had 2 kills and 1 assist. But right now, an engagement that the Earthshaker is caught out, but he's on the high ground. They might have an advantage here. They're warding this ward, and the Skywrath Mage is caught. The Kunkka might just have enough right-click damage to take this down. The Vengeful Spirit getting low, and the Razor takes the Vengeful Spirit, yeah. Getting chased, but the Torrent is gonna stop that chase from the Razor. A Regeneration Rune gonna get picked up by the Kunkka, but the Earthshaker is there. The Sunstrike is there, misses a bit, and the Ice Path is there, stops the Razor. But yeah, that Plasma Field doing just so much damage. Level 3 Plasma Field already. That's 300 max damage. Quite a lot for a level 3 skill. This Plasma Field, a lot of damage if you time it right. And so far, Razor has been able to utilize that properly. 4-0 right now for the Razor, and now top of the net worth. And Kunkka had his killing spree, I think, taken down from him. So quite a bit of a loss for Kunkka. Yeah, so okay, this Invoker getting caught out again. Invoker was already 1 death, but yeah, the Ghost Walk is gonna save his ass this time. So no more deaths for Invoker. 1-1 right now. I think he was able to pick off I think it was the Kunkka or the Jakiro. Oh no, the Jakiro was killed by the Razor, so it was a Kunkka. It was actually the Invoker that killed the Kunkka during the last engagement. So a lot of action happening right now. 5 minutes in, and it's already 10 deaths. So it's around 1 death every 30 seconds. Very action-packed game. So yeah, let's take a break and take a look at the last hits. On the top of the charts is Razor, 25. Yeah, got a lot of ability to free farm right there because they've been zoning out the supports pretty well. And next is Klinks. Okay, so Klinks hasn't actually been contested too much by the Tidehunter, but now gonna get hit by the boat and might get hit by the Tidebringer, but no. Klinks positions himself well, walks the back way. Kunkka might be aiming for the Tidebringer hit, and there attempts to hit the Klinks with the Tidebringer, but no. Klinks knows where he's going. He moved out of the way, and yeah, he has a level 6, so a bit of regen right there for from the Death Pact. So good place right there from the Klinks. Was able to avoid getting killed. If only the Tidehunter was a bit closer and hit the Anchor Smash. But okay, so Klinks and Tidehunter gonna be back at it again. Yeah, Tidehunter not really too zoned out. Has his level 6 already, just 1 more creep. But yeah, the Klinks is doing a lot better than the Tidehunter, obviously, just because of that range. But right now, okay, so Skywrath Mage killed Faceless Void right here on top. And that Earthshaker Fisher probably did a bit of work as well. So Alright, well, kind of missed that kill, but that was a very important kill because that was the carry. So let's take a look at the deaths right now. The Faceless Void standing at just one death. He had one kill a while ago. It was the Skywrath Mage during the second engagement. But right now the Razor might get hit. No, he evades Torrent and evades the boat. But the Sunstrike not gonna hit anything, but the AoE damage is just there. Now the Kunkka is silenced, getting drained by the Razor. But no more pursuit because the Kunkka does have that double damage, so still gonna be scary, especially with that Tidebringer causing pure damage. So Deadpan Gaming, yeah, right now wisely retreat. So they're not gonna face the Kunkka with the double damage, no way. So they back out right now, and probably gonna reevaluate their positions. The Invoker right now, however, is getting a bit of free farm. 31, 32 last hits, gonna be 33, yeah. Gonna equal that Kunkka right now, 33 last hits. The Kunkka was actually leading in last hits against the Invoker, but the Kunkka started to move around the map, move the bottom lane, then move to top lane. So just because of those rotations and the death actually, I think he died. Let's see, he died once. Kunkka, yeah, he died once. Because of those, Invoker was able to catch up, even if Invoker died earlier on than the Kunkka. Excuse me for a bit. So, right now we have tri-lane versus tri-lane engagement. Now the Razor getting hit by the Faceless Void, but the Fissure is there, gonna save the Razor, but not against the boat. So, Razor falls, and right now the Skywrath Mage might get caught out by the Kunkka. Kunkka right now being aggressive, and okay, gonna dive maybe. No, the Tidebringer is enough to kill him. But the Vengeful Spirit is also gonna fall. Maybe there's no Echo Slam from the Earthshaker. No Echo Slam. Levels up the Echo Slam right now. Might be able to take out the Kunkka. No, Kunkka is just a bit too fast and has a bottle right there. Bottle charge. Gonna use that and keep his health up. But the Razor is back. He has the Plasma Field and the Faceless Void. Not gonna backtrack that one. The Kunkka is gonna be able to run away because Razor doesn't want to pursue anymore. He did have the capability because he had the face boots. Kunkka has face boots as well, so might not have been able to because Razor has no levels in Unstable Curse right now, so no bonus move speed for him. Actually, the base movement speed for Razor is I think 290, 295. Yeah, just 295. So a bit slower than Kunkka. So not gonna be able to pursue right there. And Skywrath Mage with an Illusion Rune not gonna be able to get himself in no position to do a solo kill right now. He doesn't have the Mystic Flare yet. The Skywrath Mage has been moving around quite a bit and has actually died 4 times. That's the most deaths I think for any one hero except the Venshi. The Venshi has died 5 times. The Skywrath Mage has died 4 times. So yeah, the bottom level of the supports, the position 5s have been dying just quite a bit in this game. But Kunkka has been rotating so much, it might not be worth it in the long run because the Invoker has been catching up in terms of last hits already. And in terms of EXP, yeah, pretty much equal. So while the Tidehunter has been ganking, the Invoker has been solidly farming the mid lane, and he has that Midas. So we might see an early Necronomicon 3 on the Invoker and quick Zoo build. When he gets that up, yeah, he has Alacrity and more levels in Exhort. So he probably would be going for the Necronomicon, the Zoo build, after he farms a bit more. So he's just gonna stay here in mid, do the stun strikes. But right now, a Torrent X March spot's gonna hit him. Ice Path as well, but he's Ghost Walked. So no more follow up. They don't have any. What's that? Any true side. What's the word for that? Any true side, whatever. To catch the Ghost Walk, so no follow up there. However, right now it's gonna be a 3 versus 2 engagement here on top, but okay, so it's gonna be 4. The Razor is caught out just at the edge, and the Skywrath Mage as well. So this might be looking bad for Deadpan Gaming, and it is. That was a 4-man rotation. No, it's actually 5. I think, yeah, it's 5 of them right now. With that perfect Chronosphere catching the 2 on the top, and then followed up by the Ravage, the Ice Path, and everything as well. So that takes them down. Game is evened out a bit, 10-8. And this tower is definitely going down. However, Deadpan Gaming hasn't been able to take down the tower. The Earthshaker being a bit brave right now, he's gonna get killed. So yeah, a bit foolish of the Earthshaker to go in without all of his team as supports, because it's really a 5-man movement here on top. You can't stop this with just one hero, even if it's the Earthshaker, unless you have Blink. So right now, consolation price, the Venji is gonna fall, but the Venji is the position 5. He can die 20 times in this game for all he cares, as long as they get the objectives. And alright, so that's the second tower gone for Team Deadpan right now. So might be a bit of an advantage for Jonas with friends. However, top net worth is still Razor and still Clinks, even if they've died. But yeah, the Clinks was also able to take down the tower here on bot lane while everything was happening on top. Just because, yeah, he hasn't actually left the bot lane. He almost died a while ago, but the death pack is able to sustain him. And he's never really had to retreat, has been able to farm so much. That's why he's at 6,000 gold right now. And let's take a look at the gold graph. Okay, so top lane of tower was taken down by Deadpan Gaming. So even right now, 2 towers, but it's the mid tower for Deadpan Gaming. So it might be a bit of a disadvantage. But also they took down one Roshan tower, the bottom lane Dire tower. So might be okay for them, and they have the potential to take this down. The alacrity is there, but the teleports are coming in. No, the Earthshaker actually missed the stun, and right now they might pay for it. The Razor, the Mechans was casted. The Razor cast the Mechans, so okay. Now a Chronosphere catches out the Earthshaker and the Skywrath Mage. Razor was able to avoid that, and the Eye of the Storm is going out. The Plasma Field is there. Damages the Kunkka. Kunkka might not want to re-engage anymore. The Faceless Void gonna get chased by the Invoker, but yeah, the Time Walk is there. No more pursuit, I think, from Razor. Yeah, no more pursuit too. So at the end of that, it's a 2 versus 2, 2 for 2 exchange. Yeah, the supports, Earthshaker and Skywrath Mage traded in for the Vengeful Spirit and the Jakiro. So pretty much even, but a bit of the damage, 50% of the damage of the HP of the top tier 2 tower taken down. So maybe a bit more in favor for Deadpan Gaming. However, Sneaky right here on the Clinks has been harassing this bottom lane tower. This is an important tower because that's the Roshan tower, that's the Dire Advantage tower, and you don't want to give that up. They might have True Sight this time. The Kunkka, however, silenced and gonna get hit by the big damage from the Clinks arrows. And okay, so there's the Ravage. The Tidehunter has the Blink and the Ravage. Might kill this Clinks. This Clinks tries to do some damage before he goes down, but still goes down. The Urn Charge is gonna kill the Skywrath Mage, and that's a 2 for nothing exchange. But I mean 2 for 2 exchange. So the Kiro and the Kunkka did die, and the Faceless Void was killed by the Razor here on the top lane. So a bit better for Deadpan Gaming right now. So much action happening in this game. It's been 29 deaths and a lot of towers taken down 15 minutes into the game. This is kind of rare. Yeah, it's more common that earlier on in the game people play safe. People are playing for a bit of an ante. They do have prizes, so yeah, even if it's just a friendly tournament, you know, you'd still want those prizes. I want those prizes. I wish I get prizes for my casting, but no, I volunteer on my free time, and I do this out of my love for the community. Okay, so difference in experience earned, yeah, because of those skill differences, and because more free farm. Yeah, all the 3 lanes are always occupied. The Invoker's always farming the mid lane. The Clinks is always farming the bottom lane until he died that last engagement. So yeah, a bit of an EXP advantage for Team Deadpan, and net worth also in favor of Deadpan because they've taken down 3 towers already and a bit more kills. But right now they scout out this movement. 4 heroes here on mid against 3 here, and the Clinks is at the back. So big engagement right now. Starts with the Fissure. Tidehunter blinks in, but there's no Ravage. He blinked in without the Ravage, but yeah, the other skills are there. The boat's gonna kill them. The Vengeful Spirit is taken down as a consolation prize. The Tidehunter might not fall because he's a bit too tanky. Physical damage from the Razor is gonna take him down, maybe. Yeah, the armor, he got to -9 armor actually. So yeah, even with that Kraken Shell, still a lot of damage going his way. The Kunkka gonna evade the tail of that Plasma Field, but this mid tower is going down. Okay, so that's 3 towers for Deadpan Gaming and a bit more of gold swing, I would say, maybe. But yeah, top of the net worth right now is Razor and Clinks. Also, the top of the last hits in the nice, even if you disregard the kills, they're top in the last hits in the nice. So that might be an important factor to take into account when you look at their net worths. Alright, so a lot of action happening in right now. Everyone's moving. Clinks is getting himself into position. Yeah, there's the Orchid, and there's the perfect block by Pow Pow Pow. That Fisher just doing so much work, and then he's gonna fall from Clinks is gonna fall from the Orchid, but the Razor is caught out. A Ravage spent there by the Tide Hunter might be worth it because the Razor is their principal carry, but the Clink's gonna get pursued. I think there's a gem right now on the Tide Hunter. No, another ward. But the Clinks, yeah, Clinks was able to move away. The Skeleton Walk actually, even besides the Invisible, gives him a lot of move speed. So here's another engagement. They just won't quit. Fisher coming in from the Tide Hunter and from the Earthshaker, and lots of damage going in. The Kunkka, yeah, takes down the takes down the Invoker because there's still wards here. And the Clinks slowed down a bit by the Gush, but still fast. Now the Earthshaker has the Fisher, yeah, everyone's damaged. The Clinks has the ability to take one down, but only one. One and only one, but three of them are moving together right now, and the Faceless Void is here on top. Is also in a position to do a jump and Chronosphere if he needs to. He does have the Chronosphere out. Razor preemptively casts the Eye of the Storm, looking for an engagement right now. And the Faceless Void, yeah, does cast the Chronosphere. Everyone's duking it out right now. No cooldown yet for the Mystic Flare, but this Kunkka might go down. Yeah, the Clinks takes the Kunkka down, and wow, that was 3 dead, 4 dead, I think, for Jonas with friends. No, the Razor was able to escape. Yeah, that mech was able to save the Razor, and Razor is actually naturally tanky right now because he has quite a bit of stats padding with the mech and the drums. Now gonna get more tanky because of that Ogre Club moving immediately into a BKB. Defense items were going to get picked up by the Razor. So alright, let's take an opportunity to take a break from all the action and take a look at the last hits in the nice. Yeah, top, still Clinks, still Razor, and then followed by the Invoker. Actually, been farming quite a bit. Does he have the Necronomicon up? Let's check the items. So big items right now, we have Blinks from the Earthshaker and the Invoker. Okay, so the Invoker didn't go straight for the Necronomicon, instead went for the Blink Dagger. Okay, this is odd, but I guess Invoker wanted to be more participant in the team fights. So, okay, the Invokers can spot out an Invisibility Rune. Doesn't really need it, but still should take it. The Clinks looking for a solo pick-off right now. They don't have the gem, but they know he's there. Or does he? They see the Skyrath Mage. The Jakiro's gonna fall from the Clinks. And, alright, the Ravage is gonna get spent. The Skyrath Mage is gonna fall. And the Razor moves in, actually. No, the Eye of the Storm is there. Mech has been used chasing to get the Kunkka, but gonna be abandoned. Only the Skyrath Mage has fallen for Deadpan Gaming. Everyone can move in. The Fisher is there in 2 seconds, and they might catch out the Kunkka. No. Faceless Void Chrono hits nobody, and the Sunstrike is there. Misses, hits nobody, but they do have the ability to take down this tower if they need to. The Kunkka is moving down south, almost dead, but not yet. He has the Shadow Blade, so was able to escape and TP back to base. Meanwhile, this mid-tier 2 tower is gonna fall. So yeah, a big disadvantage right now for Jonas with friends because you don't want to lose tier 2 towers this early on. Or it's actually been 20 minutes, but yeah, against the non-pushing lineup, they're not really a big push-based lineup because yeah, Invoker doesn't have the Necronomicon yet, but he does have a Midas and the Blink. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to take down tier 2 towers this early, and yeah, both remaining tier 2 towers are actually damaged already. 50% on the top and 60% remaining on the bottom lane. So gonna be an easier push whenever they get the opportunity to. The Earthshaker, however, not too much items. Just a Blink. They've lost Radiant lost a Courier in that last engagement. So maybe a bit more Bones Gold for Jonas with friends. Let's take a look at the difference in net worth. More than 10,000 now for Deadpan Gaming. Slight engagement here. The Kunkka Shadow Blades out and teleports out. 10,000 net worth. Okay, this has been pretty much a steady climb for Deadpan Gaming, even if the score goes left and right. The ability of Deadpan Gaming to farm more because of that Midas, and yeah, just one Midas, and the ability of them to retain their laning, yeah, has been allowed them to farm more gold, in addition to taking down more towers. Right now, the Clinks, being a bit aggressive, should move out of that position. If they drop a random ward or dusts randomly, then Clinks is gonna die. So yeah, a lot of warding pink comes out because they see Clinks from that sentry ward right there. But Clinks moves out of that area, gonna be safe for now. Push is being mounted here in the bottom lane. Invoker already has the dual Forge Spirits ready. So if Jonas with Friends doesn't respond to this tower is gonna fall pretty easily. The Razor, he has the BKB, gonna be quite tanky in those engagements, not gonna get hit by the boat and the Ravage. Still can get caught by the Chrono, but I don't think the Chronosphere and the Faceless Void's right clicks alone are gonna be able to take down the Razor. Now, Klink's gonna get spotted. There's a ward here. They've spent so much on the warding actually. So, but the Klink's very good in position, very good at running. Right now, the Vengeful Spirit gonna get got out. The Ravage is there, gets everyone into position. The Chronosphere also in position, but the Earthshaker blinks in and gets that big Echo Slam. Takes down the Faceless Void before the Chronosphere was expended. So the Chronosphere not really used in that position because everyone was in the middle of the team fight. Faceless Void probably hesitated to use that Chronosphere. But now, Chronosphere is down. No boat, no Ravage, no Macro Pyre. And still, four guys alive from Deadpan Gaming. They're gonna take this tier 2 tower, and there's not gonna be no response from JWF. So preemptive Fissure there from the Earthshaker, I guess. But they take down this tower, and it's gonna be a bigger gold advantage for Deadpan Gaming. Might be a bit insurmountable at this point. I think they see the Kunkka. They might see the Kunkka right now. No, TP Shadowblade. So not gonna find the Kunkka anymore. But yeah, still things are looking worse and worse for Jonas with Friends. Even with the 20 kills, most of them have been towards the Skywrath Mage actually, with 11 deaths. And then, pretty much distributed evenly amongst the rest of the team. Clinks has only died once, but everyone else 3 times, 2 times. So it's mostly Skywrath Mages died quite a lot. And also, Vengeful Spirit. Both of them at 11 deaths, but yeah, both of them the position 5s, both of them disposable. So a bit of dewarding action coming here from the Skywrath Mage. The Klink's gonna scout out. He sees the Tide Hunter, but is looking for wards maybe. Avoids the Ice Path. Right now he's visible, but the Dust is gonna reveal him, and the Chronosphere is there, definitely gonna reveal him. And the Macro Pyre just to seal off the Klink's. Vengeful Spirit falls. Not too important, but right now the Tide Hunter taking massive amounts of damage from the negative armor of the Razor, and gonna fall right there. He didn't have Ravage to begin with, so didn't really have the potential to turn that fight around. But the Kunkka blinks in. It's 3 heroes, but yeah, he had the X marks, X marked himself and then blinked in, so just a bit of harass coming from him. But yeah, the creep wave is there. Now they're gonna take down this tier 2 tower. Yeah, even with the speed creep also, Kunkka does the same thing and casts a boat at it and takes down the creep wave, but the siege creep is still there, so the backdoor regeneration is still gonna be disabled, and this tier 2 is gonna fall to the Radiant. Now Deadpan Gaming, yeah, 14,000 gold lead right now, and EXP lead around 10,000. Just really so much of an advantage right now for Deadpan Gaming. If we take a look at the items, let's see. Invoker is going for an Aghanims, it seems. Yeah, not really going for a zoo build. So I was kind of off in my prediction there. Skywrath Mage, he has Staff of Wizardry, so might be a Yules, might be a 4-staff, can be anything right now. And Razor is going for the Aghanims. He's 1k away, should be. Yeah, 1k away from that Aghanims. It's gonna be much more powerful, gonna take down heroes and towers pretty quickly. Right now, everyone's moving towards the mid. Might see a big engagement right now. Let's see what happens. Clinks is moving in, but the ward's gonna spot him out. Yeah, this Clinks is gonna fall first and foremost, but yeah, the Ravage is there. The Echo Slam, however, was cast before that, so a bit of damage going in. Everyone's low. The Tidehunter's gonna fall. Just right clicks coming in from the Clinks. The Faceless Void is gonna fall actually within the Chronosphere because of the meatball, and the Jakiro getting hit by the Razor's Eye of the Storm, and everyone's dead. The Jakiro buys back even without the Macro Pyre. The Kunkka, low on life, can't do anything about that. Was actually reduced to around 20% because of that Earthshaker blink. Perfect position from the Earthshaker. So the Kunkka wasn't actually able to participate too much in that team fight. Now gonna do a bit of harass. That X marks blink again. But yeah, it's not gonna do too much damage at this point because he really doesn't have too much damage dealing items unless he gets a crit from the crystals. But the Klink gonna get harassed right now. The Invoker's caught out by that Ice Path, so a bit greed right there. Wanted to take down this tower in deny range actually, so might already be denied. But yeah, everyone else takes their retreat. The Klinks gonna retreat and farm. The Kunkka is gonna have to farm right now. They want big damage on Kunkka. They want to be able to repel those team fights and take those team fights with just right amounts of burst before the Skywrath Mage and the Klinks can actually do anything. So they need to get more damage items on the Kunkka. They need to get better timing on the Tidehunter. Preferably, if they can get the pipe up on the Tidehunter, it's gonna reduce a lot of damage coming in from the Earthshaker and the Invoker. So that's what they should be aiming for right now. Better team fight items should come out from those heroes, the Tidehunter's pipe and the damage for the Kunkka. The Faceless Void actually went for the minus earlier on, but might not have been worth it because Faceless Void is actually quite behind in kills, 2-6. If you're gonna go minus, you should play safe. You should not participate in team fights earlier on because you're trading some team fight potential with the 2,000 gold. You could have had the crit item for that amount or the BKB already, but yeah, you get the minus. You should farm, not really participate in team fights, but he was too aggressive, and instead of farming, he fought too much and already died 6 times. So maybe a bit of a tactical error right there for Faceless Void. But however, the Roshan right now, Roshan attempt being executed by Deadpan Gaming. Roshan is getting quite low really fast. The Klinks has a double damage, so no secret there. And the Razor, yeah, good amounts of right clicks. They get counted out by the Vengeful Spirit, but too late. The Roshan's gonna get taken down, and the Aegis is gonna go to Razor. That's only the first Roshan though. But yeah, Razor with the Aegis gonna allow him to take down towers and give him the security of casting the Eye of the Storm on the second round. After he gets taken down maybe by the Faceless Void, he still has the capability to turn the fight around by going on with second life and using the Eye of the Storm afterwards. So yeah, everyone's moving here towards the mid position. I guess Jonas with friends are banking on a good team fight right now to turn this game around. They really have no choice because solo on solo, they're not gonna win against the Klinks or the Razor. So they need to bank on a good team fight. It's gonna be execution versus execution at this point. Right now, they see each other. Earthshaker blinks in. There's a stun. There's the Fissure, and the Faceless Void is gonna die right from the get-go. Faceless Void does have that Chronosphere. Does he have a buyback? Buyback status? No. No for Faceless Void, so not gonna be able to use that. His tower is gonna fall, but the Ravage is there. Bit of a damage, but the Echo Slam is there, damaging everyone. Vengeful Spirit is gonna fall. The Tidehunter caught in the wrong end of the Fissure, so might be able to escape, yeah, but the Razor right there is doing so much damage to the buildings with the Eye of the Storm. Might be able to take the barracks out already. I think the backdoor regeneration is there. They need to get the creep waves up to this point. This point is where the backdoor regeneration is disabled, and now the backdoor regeneration is disabled, and see how fast this barracks melts without the backdoor. But right now, reinitiate. The Tidehunter blinks in. The Kunkka tries to do the turret, but misses. He has the Ghost Ship in 3, 2, 1. He has the Ghost Ship right now. But is he gonna be able to use it? He actually moves back to the fountain to regenerate because he's too low already. The Klink's gonna get caught out by the Chronosphere. The Chronosphere ends, so they can't really see the Klinks right now. No more reveal, and Klink's gonna be able to just walk out of there safely. So again, it's a bad exchange. Bad exchange for Jonas with friends. They only get the Skywrath Mage and they lose the mid melee racks. Klink's almost died, and the Chronosphere was used for that. But yeah, Klink's still too tanky. He actually gets really tanky with the Death Pact right there. 2,200 max HP, so not gonna worry too much about getting bursted down. Even with the Chronosphere, Faceless Void whacking him, actually was able to survive. But now, right now, big damage. Look at this, 343 damage coming from the Klinks, and with the crit, has the potential to do 1,000 on a hit. The Kunkka right there, they see the Kunkka, they see the X marks Klinks in position. He's gonna cast the Orchid, and no, he sees the Vengeful Spirit, so not gonna cast that. Vengeful Spirit can instantly swap him out, and might not be worth it. Might be the death of Klinks actually. So gonna play it safe. Not gonna engage on that Kunkka. And right now, Invoker's just pushing the bot lane. Might go for a split push. Has the capacity to do a split push actually, because he has the boots of travel. So he's gonna be able to move from lane to lane. Maybe if they can't force out an engagement, Invoker can simply do some ratting on his own. He also has a Void Stone. I don't know what he's gonna build with that. Maybe a Bloodstone, or maybe it was just a casual Void Stone. Either way, Kunkka still doing that. X marks the spot. Blink, Tidebringer harass. A bit of a trick to clear the creep waves. It actually was effective in the last one because they forced the backdoor regeneration to go on. But right now, yeah, the Kunkka. The Ravage is gonna come in. The Chronosphere not gonna catch out anyone. The Razor is outside of that. BKB is on. The Razor casts his Eye of the Storm, and yeah, Faceless Void. Sorry, your BKB is not gonna save you from the Eye of the Storm. But the boat comes in. Both hits Invoker and Skywrath Mage. Skywrath Mage is gonna fall. The Ice Path is gonna catch out no one. And the Razor just cleans house with that Eye of the Storm. So 5-man wipe for Jonas with Friends by Deadpan Gaming, and this is going to be a second lane of racks and might be a GG, yes. Jonas with Friends calls a GG after a very intense 33-minute game, and game 1 goes to Deadpan Gaming. Yeah, after around 60 kills combined in both sides, it's a victory for Deadpan Gaming. And we have a shout out to Ray Ray and Gila from Sneaky. Alright, so friends, thank you for watching. And Jed, Ray Ray, Mama, Ray Ray, mwah. And Jed, shout out to you coming from Deadpan Gaming. And yeah, that was the first game for tonight. 33 minutes, 33 and a half minutes. Deadpan Gaming was just able to win those team fights with the Razor and the Earthshaker mostly. Even with the teamfight centric lineup of Faceless Void and Tidehunter and Jakiro, and a bit of backup from the Kunkka, yeah, Deadpan Gaming was just really on top of the situation all of the time. The execution was just there for Deadpan Gaming. So again, Deadpan Gaming 1-0 for against Jonas with Friends, and we're gonna take a short break, and I'll see you in the next game.